Have you lost out on trying to buy your next home? I'm sure you have, so let me give you some ideas to keep that from happening again. Hi everyone, I'm Jim West, and today we will discuss our top 9 tips to win in a bidding war. The real estate market is always shifting. Not long ago, buyers had the upper hand. Now, not so much. High demand and historic low inventory has created bidding wars on most homes. If you are trying to buy a house in today's market, there's a chance you will have competition. It's not ideal, but it's also not the end of the world. With a little strategic thinking and some luck, you can often win in a bidding war. So the key is to choose a strategy that fits with the needs of the seller. Here are our top 9 bidding war strategies. Number 1, offer the highest price. This one is obvious, but it's certainly worth mentioning. The easiest way to win in a bidding war is to outbid the competition. If you can pull together just a little more cash than the other guy, you're going to win. Homeowners want as much money as possible. In today's seller's market, I have seen many buyers find out the hard way that someone else was willing to go the extra mile. It is not uncommon for buyers to bid tens of thousands of dollars higher than the asking price. Any buyer today needs to come to terms with that. One tip I will say, many agents put language in contracts that say, subject to home appraising for purchase price or higher. This defeats the purpose of trying to beat another buyer. If you are bidding tens of thousands of dollars over asking price, I can guarantee the house will not appraise. The appraisal results should be your risk, not the seller's. So don't add this. Show some cold hard cash as number 2. As we all know, cash is king. When there are multiple offers on a property, cash offers have significant advantages. It easily knocks all other bidding war strategies out of the water, except maybe offering the highest price. Not only because stacks of bills ignite the heart of all reasonable human beings, but because of the many hurdles it lets the seller skip in selling. By offering all cash, you let the seller know that you can and will take the home ASAP. Of course, to make an all-cash offer, you have to have the cash. Most buyers don't, so let's find an alternative strategy. Number 3, use an escalation clause in your offer. An escalation clause can be a fantastic tool. Unfortunately, lots of buyers and seller agents don't know how to use them. Guess what happens when you don't understand something? Yeah, exactly. For simplification, an escalation clause says a buyer will agree to outbid all other offers by a certain amount of money up to a specified cap price. You are telling the seller that you want the house badly enough that you are willing to outbid anyone. However, where an escalation clause is used improperly is with the escalator or the amount of money the buyer will trump the highest bidder. Many real estate agents will make the escalator $1,000, which is just plain dumb. The escalator should be something more substantial like $5,000. When evaluating the best offer, $1,000 doesn't mean much. With the escalator being $5,000, now the seller has something to weigh heavily. The other problem is having a low cap price. For example, let's say you were bidding on a home listed at $500. If it's expected there's going to be multiple offers on that house and going to go over asking price, there is no point in putting an escalation clause with a cap of, say, $515,000. An escalation clause is the most popular strategy today. Number 5, waive your financing contingency. The financing contingency is the agreement you make with the seller that you will only purchase a property if your loan comes through. In a standard agreement, you would just say, sorry, and walk away if the lender denied you the money. But with a waiver, you are telling the seller that you're extremely confident you'll get the loan. One caveat, if the mortgage is denied, you'll lose your earnest money. Waiving the financing contingency can seem a bit scary, but it can be done with minimal risk on your end. So find a lender that will agree to a fully underwritten loan pre-approval. You will need to do some shopping, but they do exist. Keep in mind there is a huge difference between pre-approved and pre-qualified. We have a video on our YouTube channel explaining the difference. So go check it out at jimwestteam.com. Waive the inspection contingency is number 6. In a standard real estate agreement, the buyer retains the right to back out of the contract as they find unacceptable issues with the home. One strategy to make sure your offer is more appealing is to waive this right. Use this strategy wisely, however, and with your agent's advice. If the home looks to be well maintained, it might be worth a gamble. If the home is older and has no updating, not so much. Sellers in competitive markets will sometimes have the home inspected before putting it on the market. Ask if they have and if they will share. In such a situation, you have the advantage of at least knowing the home was inspected. Have your realtor verify the inspector's credentials. Number 7, keep home inspection time frame short. When the seller accepts an offer, their home is basically off the market. In a strong seller's market, The last thing an owner wants is to be waiting for an extended period for the inspection to happen, so make the contingency periods no more than a week. Number 8, find out the seller's desired closing and possession dates and give it to them. For most sellers, the time for closing on the home will be a significant factor in their decision process. If the seller is buying and selling at the same time, these dates will be even more critical. Sellers want to coordinate the buy and sell purchases to happen on the same day or a general time frame. Give the owner the close and possession dates they want. Number 9 is keep other contingency time periods tight. If you have other contingency time frames in your contract, keep them tight. So talk to your realtor and determine what path is best for you. Have your agent speak with the listing agent to find out if anything can be done to make your offer more attractive. If for some reason you come in second place, have your agent stay in touch with the seller's broker. There's always a chance that the sale will fall apart. Keep yourself ready to pounce if that happens. So, best of luck, and thanks for listening.